Hi everyone, it's Becky here. So on this day is our third last day of this Montreal summer vacation, and today we're in Westmount, and I'm about to sketch the Westmount City Hall of Montreal. So I spent about 3 minutes doing a loose pencil draft, figuring out the big shapes of this City Hall building, which is very similar to a castle. As you can see, I'm doing these lines very quickly and loosely, no small details like the carvings or bricks. Just these big structures, yeah, and the clock. And after 3 minutes, the pencil draft is done. I'm ready to move on to detailed drawing, which is more concentrated on real life observation, not tracing over these pencil lines exactly. And here I'm capturing a person walking his dog, yeah, on the lawn in front of the city hall. So I'm drawing the man and the dog first, and then the grass behind them to avoid overlapping lines, and then adding another smaller section for the city hall building. So in the beginning of the drawing process, on drawing anything, as you can see, I'm focused more on getting the big shapes in, the big 3D structures in, instead of moving on to detailing too soon. Now, I'm ready to move on to these medium-sized details, the windows, the smaller details in it as I go. And of course, it takes some patience to get an urban sketch like this done. Lots of windows to draw, and it's fun to add on these little ornaments like plants in front of the building. And now drawing the clock, yep, on top of the tower. And the hands of the clock is actually pointing at the wrong hour. And now I'm working on the smaller details on the front door, adding another big pot of flowers. As you can see, my small shapes are quite wonky. They're not as perfect, but I don't want to mess up on the big structures. So most of my time and effort and energy is loaded onto getting the big shapes, the big structures in. For the smaller details, like these bricks, as you can see, I'm keeping my lines super loose at high speed just to get this sketch done. And just capturing the essence without making it looking so perfect. So I forgot to click recording for the beginning of the painting process, but you can check out other videos of me painting cloudy skies. Now, I just painted the underpainting for the building, adding on these two types of browns for the roof and the door, and using yellow ochre and spring green mix to paint the lawn in front of the building. And then painting these trees, yeah, on both sides of the building. Small clusters of foliage in the front. Now, I'm bravely using cobalt blue mixed with a very high ratio of permanent violet to shade these areas that I observe are shaded on the building. So limestone buildings and rocky buildings may have like a light tint of very diluted yellow ochre, and then their shading tones could be little blue violet. Now I just painted the Westmount flag, adding some choppy brush marks of less diluted brown to add some texture for the roof shingles, and using a darker, less diluted tone of brown to color in some of the rocks, looking a little deeper in color. And afterwards, me and my parents are chilling at Westmount Park, and I move on to a different bench to sketch the front door area of the Westmount Library. So the main entrance area of the library was closed a few weeks ago when we first came. Now it's open again after that construction period is over. So above the front door, I think there's a carving of an angel and the sage. On the left, that's a carving of a torch. On the right, there's a carving of a tree. Very nice metaphors of knowledge. And here's the look of my finished sketch. I love the beautiful terracotta tones on this building. And then we're gonna have early dinner at this Chinese fondue restaurant. So if you're enjoying the meal by yourself, they send you a large stuffy to accompany you. So yeah, that's our pot with some veggies and meat to be cooked in these flavors of hot soup, hand-stretched noodles, and it's a beautiful evening outside. On our way home, and Dudu just finished his nap on my mom's bed. And it's our second last day of this Montreal vacation. I decided to visit Café Chateau one more time before we leave. And I arrived around 9:30 when the cafe just opened. So I ordered a cup of vanilla latte. And the kittens are more active earlier in the day as well, so it's good to come earlier in the day. And here's my breakfast croissant sandwich. And the cats are entertaining these people sitting around the cat tree. And I really want to sketch this cat tree again with these people playing with the cats. And drawing this man wearing a red hoodie very spontaneously. And then adding on one more branch for the cat tree. Again, branches and tree trunks are in 3D shapes of tubes or cylinders. And adding on this lady here on the other side of the cat tree, reaching out to pet the cats. So this cat cafe is actually pretty popular. It gets busy every day, like after 10 in the morning. They open at 9. So if you're planning to visit Montreal, then I recommend you to arrive earlier in the day to grab your favorite table. And the cats are more playful earlier in the day as well. Here's the look of my finished sketch. Now I'm home. Here's our big baby, Dudu. So it's lunchtime and usually Dudu likes to eat with us. He's super spoiled, as you can see, eating on the table. And it's a cold, rainy day today. And now Dudu is sleeping while I'm teaching my online sketching classes to beginners from all over the world. And let me give you like a quick house tour of our Airbnb. So this is my dad's bedroom, and there's a door leading us to the living room, which is pretty small with 2 couches. It's connected to the kitchen. The kitchen is tiny and is more suitable for a single person or 2 to use. That's the bathroom there, a storage room, the hallway, and that's my bedroom. It's a little messy, and I teach my online classes using that table there by the window with good lighting condition, and that's my mom's bedroom. And after teaching my online sketching classes, the rain stopped. The blue sky is opening up again. So the rain in Montreal, it doesn't stay for too long. And I'm outside again, not too far from the Airbnb, 15 minutes bus ride. I'm sketching this beautiful corner building, which is a condo building, a few steps away from Atwater Metro Station. So I just painted the sky, all fresh after the rain, the yellows, and then the red-orange tones for the building. So this is my favorite type of building to sketch with heartwarming bricks. And here's a look of my finished sketch. Afterwards, in my pocket-sized sketchbook, I decided to sketch the apartment building and the statue in front of it. So I lived in that apartment building 6 years ago for 6 months while I studied at Concordia University. So this is a great memory. And it's bittersweet to say that it's our last day of this Montreal vacation. So I've been loving these morning glory flowers in our neighborhood. Now I'm sketching 3 of these flowers on the other side of the street of our Airbnb. Yeah, the one right above the sketchbook. And now I'm playing with a mix of pink, purple, and permanent violet at different ratios to paint these beautiful little trumpets of flowers. And in Vancouver, we only have white morning glory flowers. I have never seen these pink purple ones in Vancouver, and they're just extra fancy, and I'm so enchanted by them. And adding another layer of more intense pink purple to get some gradation in, and painting the first layer of these leaves, just like little green hearts using yellow green. And I just want to add one more layer of less diluted pink purple for some of the flowers. Second layer for the leaves is mostly hooker's green with a little bit of burnt sienna in it. So to paint anything in watercolors, always think about the idea of gradation. We can't finish painting anything in just one layer. There are usually 2, 3, or more layers. Here's a look of my finished little painting. Yeah, so we took the metro and then a bus to Plateau Mount Royal area again, visiting one of my favorite cafes in Montreal once more before we depart. So I ordered a cup of latte and a potato frittata as a snack. So drawing these pieces of potatoes and the crust of the frittata, painting the second layer of orange brown on top of the yellow ochre for the latte. And yet using this very similar tone of orange brown, maybe more orange, and then a bit more brown for the next layer to add a sense of depth for this frittata. It has layers of ingredients. Here's a look of my finished sketch. So I'm completing this sketchbook by the end of today. So the weather is super nice on our last day of this vacation in Montreal, and for some reason I don't feel like leaving. The world feels so bright here in Montreal, and I want to see this angel monument once more before I leave Montreal. So me and my parents had a really fulfilling month of August this year, and now my final sketch of Montreal is going to be this series of condo buildings right in front of me, sitting on the lawn of the park. And I just love how the evening sunshine is illuminating these windows, giving a nostalgic feeling and very uplifting as well. Drawing these window panels and shade some of the panels with solid brown ink to suggest a sense of depth, that there are really rooms behind these windows. Now I'm drawing these happy people dining together, and a neighbor is passing by saying hi to them. And then a few minutes later, these people were waving at me and noticing me sketching them. And afterwards, they came over to take a picture of my sketch. Very pleased. And I'm gonna miss these staircases, especially the winding ones in Montreal. So it took me about 30 minutes to draw, and I'm spending another 30 minutes to paint my impression of sunset time in Montreal and the images of sunshine kissing on these brick buildings will be forever in my dreams. And shading the bottom half of the foliage pile here very heavily, at the same time pushing the cup and the plate forward on the bottom, using blue violet to paint a shadow on the street. Here's the look of my finished sketch. So the glow is gone as I finish the painting. And yeah, that's my last sketch in Montreal until next time. Yeah, so our time is running out on this vacation. But again, we had a really, really wonderful time saying goodbye to the big church in our neighborhood, and that's a new half moon. Remember, a half moon greeted us when we landed in Montreal a month ago. And I want to show you that there are a lot of neighborhood cats, especially at night, coming out luring Dudu. And I think there is a white cat on the other side of the street. And now Dudu is trying to find a hole on the door and escape. And he does this like every day in Montreal. And very early next morning, we departed our Airbnb to the airport. And here we are. Dudu is back in his little carry-on bag. A beautiful sunrise sky for us before we leave. And goodbye, Montreal. I'm gonna miss you so much. And goodbye, St. Lawrence River. And seeing the great range of Rocky Mountains after about 5 hours. Yeah, just a very special experience seeing mountains from so high above. Now we're seeing the Pacific Ocean. These are the boats. And we are safely landing in Vancouver. And it's only 9:51 in Vancouver. We just lost 2 hours only. Now, on the Uber taxi back home, let's see how Dudu reacts to homecoming. Yeah, I think he's very happy to be home. And I think he's running straight to the door. Yes, he is. And yeah, the door's open and he's pushing in. And I think now he's hiding downstairs. I think home becomes a little unfamiliar to him after a month. And he's approaching his old favorite toys very cautiously. And he spent about like 10 minutes drinking lots of water. And it's not the end of the series of my Montreal vacation videos. And I have about 15 detailed tutorial videos coming up in the next months. So you will see my YouTube channel updating every 2 days. And there will be 2 real-time sketching videos, about 40 minutes long each. So I will see you again very soon, everyone. Take care. Bye.